5 hiking pants brands robbing you blind, and 4 that are worth it. The trail belongs to whoever shows up. The markup belongs to whoever designed the logo. Some companies are charging $180 for a 4-way stretch fabric that costs $9 a yard and selling it as engineering. Industry costing data tells a different story than the catalog does. Factory invoices tell a different story than the price tag does. And once you've seen the numbers, the patch on the thigh stops looking like quality. It starts looking like a tax. Number 5, opening the list with a brand built on borrowed heritage. Number 5, Columbia Sportswear. Columbia, the brand that wraps a basic nylon trail pant in a proprietary acronym and charges you for the trademark. Their Silver Ridge convertible pants are the volume seller, retailing for $60 to $75 in the United States. It's a 100% nylon ripstop with their Omni-Shade UPF treatment, manufactured at contract factories in Vietnam, Bangladesh, and Indonesia at commodity rates. Industry costing data on a comparable nylon ripstop trail pant comes in at $7 to $12 to produce. So we're looking at a markup of 6 to 8 times the landed cost. Their Saturday Trail 2 stretch pants retail for $70 in a polyester elastane blend with their Omni Shield water repellent finish. That's their proprietary stain treatment, which is really just a standard DWR coating any major Asian textile mill can apply for under $2 a unit. The fabric itself runs around $4 a yard wholesale. Columbia posted a gross margin of 50.5% for fiscal 2025, with Q4 hitting 51.6%. Selling and administrative expenses ran at 44.2% of net sales, eating most of what you paid for the patch on the thigh. So, the function is generic. The price is for the acronym you can't decode. Their PFG terminal tackle pants run the same playbook, retailing for $50 in a basic nylon weave that costs the factory under $6 a unit. The Newton Ridge 2 line sits at $65 with a polyester ripstop shell that wholesales at $4 a yard. Across the entire bottoms category, the pattern holds. Columbia opens the rip-off list with proprietary buzzwords on basic fabric. The next brand built its entire identity on a Norwegian fishing village and now sells trail pants stitched in the same Asian factories as everyone else. Number 4, Helly Hansen. Founded in 1877 by a Norwegian sea captain, and they have spent the last 40 years cashing in on that origin story across every category they touch. Take their Blaze hiking pants, a polyester elastane 4-way stretch fabric, retailing for $130 at most retailers. Industry costing on a comparable soft-shell hiking pant sewn at contract factories across China, Vietnam, and Bangladesh runs between $12 and $18 to produce. That's a markup of 7 to 8 times the landed cost. Their Vondre Tour pants tell the same story, retailing between $150 and $180. The fabric itself is a standard nylon elastane blend that's been spun by half a dozen mills in Taiwan and South Korea for over a decade. Sold under different names by budget brands for under $15 a unit. Their Verglas Tour shell pants retail for $200 in a polyester taffeta with their Helitech performance laminate. The shell fabric is unremarkable. The taffeta weave is mass-produced at scale. The laminate is a polyurethane membrane that costs the mill about $9 a yard. What you're really paying for is the HH logo and a Norwegian heritage story. They sponsor the Norwegian ski team and outfit search and rescue crews around the world. And you fund the marketing every time you buy a pair of trail pants. The Loke shell pant at $170 runs on the same proprietary laminate. The Scar 2 trousers at $140 use the same elastane blend as the Blaze. Helly Hansen sells a Norwegian heritage story stitched in a Vietnamese factory at commodity rates. The next brand was acquired by a billion-dollar conglomerate and now sits on the shelf next to its corporate siblings. Number 3, Prana. The Carlsbad, California brand, founded in 1992 in a garage by a climbing couple, and then sold to Columbia Sportswear in 2014 for $190 million. That's the same parent that owns Mountain Hardwear, Sorel, and the Omni-Shade acronym you just paid for in the last segment. Their Stretch Zion pants are the volume seller, the trail pant the brand built its reputation on, retailing for $89 to $99 in the United States. It's a 97% nylon, 3% spandex weave with a DWR finish, and a roll-up leg system. Industry costing data on a comparable stretch. Nylon hiking pant, manufactured at Prana's contract factories across China, Vietnam, and Sri Lanka, places the landed cost between $11 and $16. That's a markup of 6 to 8 times the landed cost. Their Brian pants retail at $85 in the same nylon spandex weave with a slimmer cut. The Holly pants for women retail at $89 in a near-identical fabric blend, just patterned to a different fit. The Stretch Zion 2, the updated version with a marginally tweaked gusset, retails at $99. Across the entire trail pant line, you're looking at the same fabric, the same factories, the same DWR finish, repackaged under different SKU names at the same markup. The apparel side runs the same playbook. Prana t-shirts retail at $35 to $45 in organic cotton that costs the factory $3 a unit. Hoodies sit at $90 to $120. The Sutra pant, marketed as a yoga and travel pant, lands at $79 in a hemp organic cotton blend that wholesales at $5 a yard. Even though Prana still talks about its California climbing garage heritage, the brand was acquired by Columbia Sportswear in 2014 and sits today as one product line inside a portfolio that also owns Mountain Hardwear, Sorel, and the parent brand you already saw at number 5. The garage is a marketing prop. The supply chain is corporate. Prana traded a California climbing story for a Columbia corporate parent. The next brand turned a moisture-wicking trademark into one of the most expensive hiking pant categories on the shelf, with markups that climb past 8 times the landed cost, and a parent conglomerate that owns half the outdoor section. Number 2, the North Face. Owned by VF Corporation, the parent behind Vans, Timberland, Dickies, and the Smart Wool line you probably also own. They have turned the Half Dome into one of the most expensive branding exercises in hiking apparel. The Paramount convertible pants are the volume seller, retailing for $90. It's a 94% nylon, 6% elastane ripstop with their Flash Dry XD moisture wicking treatment. Manufactured at contract factories across Vietnam, Bangladesh, and Indonesia. Industry costing places the landed cost on a comparable nylon elastane convertible hiking pant between $10 and $15. The Paramount active pants retail at $80 in the same fabric family with a fixed hem. The Class 5 belted trunk pants sit at $65 in a recycled nylon weave. Their Summit Series Verbier shell pants retail between $400 and $500. The shell is recycled nylon with their Future Light membrane. Future Light is their proprietary waterproof breathable laminate, but a comparable Gore-Tex Pro pant sells in the same price band. Either way, you're paying premium for a membrane that costs the mill around $14 a yard. The factory cost on a comparable Summit Series shell pant with the same rating runs around $35 to $50. That's a markup of 8 to 10 times the landed cost. VF Corporation bought the North Face for $155 million in 2000. Today, the brand brings in over $3 billion a year. That money funded a logo, not a factory. The North Face turned the Half Dome into a marketing machine on a $90 trail pant. The next brand turned a dead bird patch into Gorpcore status and pushed hiking pants past $300 a pair. Number 1, Arc'teryx. And topping the list, Arc'teryx. The Canadian brand that genuinely makes well-cut pants, then sells them at prices that have nothing to do with what they're made of. The Gamma LT pant is their flagship soft-shell hiking trouser, retailing for $200, made with a wee burly double-weave nylon elastane fabric that costs Arc'teryx around $13 to $16 per yard. Add in the cut, the articulated knees, the YKK zippers, and assembly labor at their contract factories in Vietnam and China, and the total landed cost runs between $28 and $38. That's a markup of 5 to 7 times the landed cost. Not the worst on this list, but the Gorpcore tax on top should make you pause. The Gamma MX retails for $250. The Sigma AR pant lands at $300. Their Beta AR shell pants retail at $475 in a Gore-Tex Pro 3-layer. Their Valence line, marketed as urban luxury streetwear, pushes shell trousers past $600. Anta Sports, the Chinese conglomerate that took a majority stake through Amer Sports in 2019, has watched the brand's TikTok virality push prices through the roof. The pants are good, the price is the hype. Arc'teryx closes the ripoff list. The next three brands sit on the other side, where what you pay for is the gear, not the Gorp core. Number 3, Fjällräven. The Swedish brand was founded in 1960 in a fishing town on the high coast, and they have been quietly doing the work that bigger brands talk about. Their Vita Pro trousers retail for $175 in the United States, a design that has barely changed since the 1980s. Their Keb trousers, the technical trekking pant built from a hybrid G1000 and stretch panel construction, retail for $230. Their Abisko Light trekking trousers come in at $150 in a lightweight G1000 Airweave. Now, is that cheap? No. But here's what those prices include. The G1000 fabric is a tightly woven polyester cotton blend engineered to be waxed, patched, and reproofed indefinitely, not thrown out. Fjällräven phased out all PFC chemicals from their durable water repellent finishes back in 2015, years before regulators forced the issue. They're an accredited member of the Fair Labor Association. Their pre-loved program buys back used gear and resells it. Their repair service fixed 18,000 items in 2023. Every garment carries a lifetime warranty, so the markup runs around 3 times the landed cost. You're paying for fabric that lasts 30 years and a supply chain you can actually read. Fjällräven proves heritage doesn't have to mean markup. Number 2, Cotopaxi. The Salt Lake City brand, founded in 2014 by Davis Smith, who grew up across Latin America watching poverty up close. Their Subo trail pants are the flagship hiking trouser, retailing for $110 in a recycled nylon ripstop with 4-way stretch. Compare that to a North Face Summit Series shell pant at $400 to $500. Their Cuber pants sit at $90 in a recycled nylon weave. The Vesa convertible pants retail at $100. Then there's the Del Dia line. Filipino factory workers choose the colorway combinations themselves using leftover dead stock fabric, which means every piece is one of a kind and almost nothing goes to landfill. Cotopaxi is a certified B Corporation with a score of 125.6, well into the top tier globally. They run fair trade certified factories, including the first one ever certified in China. 1% of every sale goes to the Cotopaxi Foundation, funding poverty alleviation, grants in the countries where they manufacture. You're paying for the gear, the wage, and a mission you can verify. Cotopaxi turned poverty alleviation into a business model, and in first place, Patagonia, the outdoor brand that became so committed to its own mission that the founder gave the whole company away in 2022. Yvon Chouinard, Patagonia's founder, transferred all voting stock to a trust and all economic value to a nonprofit, locking the company into using its profits to fight climate change permanently. Their Quandary pants retail for $89 in recycled nylon, certified Blue Sign approved fabric sewn in fair trade certified factories. The Altvia trail pants sit at $129 with a recycled nylon elastane stretch weave. The Terrebonne joggers retail at $99 in a recycled polyester double knit. Now, is that cheap? No. But here's what those prices include. Patagonia is a certified B Corporation with a score of 166, more than triple the median for ordinary businesses. Their ironclad guarantee covers every product for life. Their Worn Wear program buys back your old gear, repairs it, and resells it, which extends the life cycle of every garment and reduces the total cost of ownership. And 1% of every sale goes to grassroots environmental groups, a commitment they have held since 1985. So you're paying for fabric, labor, repair, and a mission that doesn't quietly disappear when the next CEO walks through the door. Patagonia gave the company away to keep the mission alive.